Hey everybody, sorry. That alarm killed the audio. I don't know why YouTube does that stuff. If something interrupts it on a live stream, anything interrupts it, the first thing it automatically does is kill the audio and doesn't let it come back on for some unknown reason. They focus on their algorithm, screwing over as many small creators as possible. But for the actual issues that matter, such as basically something like that, there's never a fix for it. So whoever's in here, what's up? I'm hoping you guys are having a good day. Morning, whoever's in here. Good morning, people. Hoping everyone's doing all right today. Good morning. Happy Saturday, people. How's everybody doing today? What's up, everybody? Just shaving right now, just checking out some things. amazing that the Marlins, after losing 12 straight games, are only a game and a half out of the wild card spot, man. Amazing. They win today, and Philly and San Diego loses. They could leapfrog somebody. I How is everyone doing? Hoping everyone's doing good. Hey, Dark. Oh, that's a cute little attempt, dude. That is a funny attempt at a troll, Dark Side Phil. So, I mean, in the other town, what's going on with that? Whoever is in here, or is it just Dark Side Phil you're trying to troll? Dang, we got someone talking with both accounts. Nice. Yeah, we got someone talking between both accounts. That is a level of commitment, man. That is awesome. toggle between accounts that is hilarious. That level of commitment to the bit is something else, man. So yeah, what's going on with everyone here? Hoping everyone's having a good day. Yeah, I had to restart the stream earlier because alarm came up and they're killing the audio. So ain't that some shit? Dude, it's funny. Just the toggle between accounts. The toggle between accounts to get into the stream that's a level of commitment I have to commend for the bit, dude. That's awesome. That level of trolling is something else, man. And here comes the other toggle between account. Let's see what comes up now. Yeah, the internet's made it so people feel very comfortable by talking, by running their mouths without having to pay any consequences. But comes with the territory, I guess. Hey, good morning, people. Happy Saturday. Here's hoping everyone's having a good weekend. Hopefully, you guys are having a good day. It's a quiet one right now. Just gotta hit basically work till 4. Now we're gonna head out to Town and Country, hit Barnes and Nobles, and just go album hunting. Tomorrow is gonna be a really good one. I'm gonna head out to the swamps in the Everglades to hit the Skunk Ape headquarters and record some of that stuff. Dude, are you serious, homemaker? That's awesome, bro. What's up, GoPinder? Yeah, I had to start the stream again, so it kind of disrupted the flow of things. Dude, congrats on that, bro. Been meaning to do that for a bit, man. How you been, homemaker? Damn, bro. Yeah, dude, we're just about more like that by the time I get off of work today. We're gonna head to Kendall's Town and Country, a little shopping center with a Barnes and Noble, but which basically has the only last surviving record store in the county that still sells CDs. So yeah, I'm probably gonna get the new Shabuzi CD and the Green Day Nimrod soundtrack. Yeah, dude. Spirits are starting to open up this month. Dude, can you believe we're in August already? Spirit stores are gonna start opening up this month. Halloween Horror Night starts at the end of this month. Dude, that is crazy. Anytime, homemaker, man. I've been meaning to do that for a while. And I'll be honest, dude. Listen, I'm 48. You really feel no difference, but you just really, like, the only one thing that you do notice is that the one main difference is, I don't know, if it's always been a lazy ass. If you sit down by yourself and you just sprawl out, you tend to fall asleep and take naps a lot quicker. But if you're out and about and moving, you still feel the same. listen, the Golden Girls did everything perfect. Who's gonna tell LP? Who's gonna break it to LP on this one? That's the thing, dude. I don't. This is how it actually is. Wait until you see every male in the family. Hair still dark, all the grays concentrated in the sideburns and beard. A little on the temples, depending on how older you get, but into their 70s, exactly the same way. My dad's like that. My uncle's like that. If you see photos of my dad's dad, of my grandfather, my dad's side, exact same way. Hair dark as shit, well into his old age. Beard white as snow. So yeah, dude, that is one thing that is a definite family trait, dude. And I ain't kidding, dude. When you see that, you're just like, holy shit. Now, the funny thing is, on my mom's side, early grays. Listen, that's the motto I live by everything. Always don't be a dick, don't be a pussy. If someone's not harming anyone in any way whatsoever, by all means. Which honestly, dude, I think that's the biggest reason why people are starting to turn on the LGBT community. Because before, no one cares about it. Not the net, yeah, Sash. And everyone's always been like that. Like the majority of everyone's like, hey, whatever you do in your own the privacy of your own home, not my business. But you're getting some very bad actors in there that are really doing stuff and starting to fuck with little kids when they don't even, a lot of them don't even know anything of what's going on right now. And they're politicizing the hell out of everything for people that just want to live a normal life. And that's the way I do it, man. You just see a lot of things happening and you're just like, a lot of just, wait, what? Like that. I just think little kids need to be supported, be shown love and safety, and stuff like that to come at a later time. Like I said, there's a time and a place for everything. And like I said, dude, it goes across the board. I wouldn't want anyone talking to any kids about anything that's sexual in nature, be it straight or be it straight, gay, bi, whatever. I don't care. There's no business in doing that stuff. There's one thing I am gonna say. I'm not a hypocrite, and I'm consistent across the board. When it comes to different stuff, there's stuff that should be little kids should be spoken to about, and there's stuff that they shouldn't. Well, dude, you can't even have you. It's the part that just baffles me, homemaker. Like, it is such a cult at this point now that you can't have a difference of opinion. You have to be marching in lockstep for whatever type of bullshit goes on now, and you're just like, you can't just say, hey, maybe we shouldn't be. You can't even say, hey, maybe we shouldn't be doing this here. And then you're just left with you just scratching your head, going like, dude, what the fuck? And like I said, dude, the bad actors that are in there are gonna basically ruin it for everybody because, like I said, people are overwhelmingly welcoming and good. When you have a bunch of bad actors infecting something, whatever progress is made before, people will just start turning their heads to it, just going, nope. I mean, look at that story of Dave Chappelle and his friend that committed suicide, the trans comedian. I mean, you're a comedian. The best comedy comes from dark places, dude. And if you're a comedian, the best comedians make fun of everything and everyone. The fact that they drove this person to commit suicide, it's just like what I said, dude. What people do in their own private lives as consenting adults, I'm like this. Hey, when it comes to little kids, it's like, yeah, and doing all this stuff there, you're like, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. As I've said, I've always been the first to say there's a time and a place for everything. Doing that stuff for little kids, yeah, you just can't do that now, man, because you're only gonna fuck with little kids' heads, dude. Like, someone's gay after a certain age, because then you start to notice little patterns and everything. And hell, not even gays. You will sometimes see dudes that are straight, but they're just effeminate. Who's to say that what's going on? That's what I'm saying. You have to just let things go naturally on its own way. And if someone says that on their own after their own personal discovery, you just gotta support them and love them, and then know you got their back. I'll tell you a story of what happened to me one time with Ashley. Ashley, when she went from she used to go, when she was little, smaller, she used to go from a basic one of these elementary/middle schools that are all in one to her high school. So granted, she went from a very controlled, very environment into high school. Her first year in high school, just going through the whole club moment there, it ain't even homophobic, dude, because they just throw that line across everything to try to shut you up and try to shame you into defending it as a deflection tactic. But here's the thing, dude. Ashley's always had her own type of. She's always had crushes on the quote unquote Nick Carter types, the blonde hair, blue eye types. is when you look at it. Always had a crush on, little crushes on the Sprouses. Yeah, this, she's on the Sprouses, Nick Carter, any that type. That's always been her type. And she's always had little crushes on those. But then again, here's the thing: she likes wearing dresses and dressing bohemian. But she also likes, wearing jeans and t-shirts, and then just talking about haunted houses, comic books, sci-fi and stuff like that. So, like any person, she has multiple interests and not just pigeonholing herself into one thing. Rhonda, what's up? So her first year in high school, because she didn't quite go with the whole cliche high school freshman girl type of thing. Since she's in an IEP because she has a little bit of dyslexia like I do. It just needs a little bit of extra assistance just to go over something again so it hits. One of her teachers was talking to her, trying to get her into the community, saying that she's asexual and filling her head with nonsense. Now, the thing is this: they didn't count on the bond being actually have that. She tells me everything. Absolutely everything. Mind you, this was a day that there was no school, and she could just go to the gym with me and we just talk about whatever. The moment she told me that, dude, I just stopped everything. I was like, I'm sorry. I even told her, I'm sorry, what? Explain. Then she started going further and further into what they were doing. I was like, you're not that. You're not. What bullshit is this having to do with school? So yeah. Went there. Had her come down. They brought the teacher down. And the teacher looked as if like every cliche weirdo that you see on TikTok and shit, dude. Shoot him out. I told him that she's in an IEP. I told him basically that I just threw a name out there because I went to school with a guy that works at the local Miami paper. They didn't know any better. So I just said, I'm just going to take this to my buddy here, put this in the paper. And I told him, and this motherfucker's about to win the fucking Pulitzer for what he's about to expose in this school. Yeah, they took the bait. Shit canned that fucker. And that was it. It's like I said, dude, it's just too much shit going on, man. Yeah, dude, I just, because I told her, what the fuck? I even just sat down, I was like, cool, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? You guys telling my daughter that she's asexual. I was like, what? Bring this teacher down. I want to talk to him. I want a meeting. Because her IEP, I get progress reports of everything. So bring him down. I want to talk. And I just said it. Who? I just said it. So you're saying this. On what basis? And then he started writing nonsense. I was like, what is she? And then, started to go through the whole word salad. I was like, and I told him, shut the fuck up. I told him, what is she? He started continuing that. I was like, I told him again to shut the fuck up. I told him, she is an adolescent, preteen, human female. She's not a single fucking celled organism that replicates asexually. I don't know what type of bullshit that you're trying to pull here. I'm not here for it. I will single-handedly take this to my buddy Andre at the Herald. This motherfucker's gonna win a Pulitzer exposing this shit. Oh, dude, definitely, bro. Once you start doing that type of stuff, man, especially the animatronics with Halloween coming around, people are starting to search more of the animatronics now. You got a point there. And I just told him, listen, I'm gonna do this right here. So this is gonna go either one of two ways. You fire this fucking ass, or every newspaper and this is gonna go crazy on this story. Dude. And I cannot wait for Halloween Horror Nights this year, man. Whew, I cannot wait. Homemaker, it's gonna be so crazy fun, dude. And yeah, it will, dude. Damn, that took a while. Yeah, I don't even know. Though that was years ago. I don't even have the clowns info anymore. That was years ago. I mean, I think this was a good 10 years ago, to be honest. Yeah, so I think that was a good 10 plus years ago. So it's close to that. Can't really tell you off the top of my head. Not gonna lie.
Basically, he's saying you took Jacob on and on, that kind of thing. How would you do it? You knew they were coming by.
Yeah, we were just watching Evil Dead last night, so I cannot wait to find that Ash animatronic.
No, which most people would be upset and accused of. He put his hand up and he said, "Did I take Jacob Wetterling?" Just kind of cocky remarks.
He would never eliminate himself. He always kind of teased you with.
I can't wait to find that one. That one's gonna be awesome.
If I did something like that, I would have to be nuts.
All right, guys. Now to end this one now. We will be back on later on tonight. We're gonna be by the time we head to Kendall's Town and Country, just to show you guys that place and the Barnes and Nobles. But
On the way out, Cam Jensen says,
I ain't in Town and Country tonight, kiddo.
What Kindle?
Town and Country.
What?
We're going to Town and Country.
What's that?
Seriously?
No. What?
We're going to Town and Country. Although that Barnes and Nobles is the cool Barnes and Nobles.
Were you suspicious? For years,
Oh,
Where the good Manisa is.
oh,
The big Manisa, that is. That thing is good.
All right, guys. So we will see you guys later on tonight. It's gonna be after 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So guys, we love y'all. We'll see you later. All right, later, homemakers. See you, brother.